Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This is a 21 kill solo game using the Timthetatman bundle. The now gone forever Timthetatman bundle. And I just wanted to take a few minutes to have a talk about what's going on with Warzone and the current situation, the current climate with Activision and everything that's been going on the last few days, and just give my opinion on the game and also what's been happening in this situation. So if you didn't see, Nick Merck put out a tweet basically saying, leave little children out of an LGBTQ discussion, and an absolute shitstorm happened across Twitter. Basically, a lot of people calling him out for being anti-gay, homophobic, anti-trans, all these different types of things, and you can have your opinion on the matter, but at the end of the day, Nick came out and clarified multiple times that he was coming from a perspective of being a new father, which is exactly the same as me at the moment, brand new dad with a 6-month-old baby right now. And he is merely talking about having discussions around concepts that are really challenging to understand, really challenging conversations for kids of that age to have, and doing that at your own time, at your own pace, which I find to be completely rational and something I think is really important as well. Being a teacher and also being a parent, I feel like it is really important to have those discussions when kids are ready. However, there's a lot of back and forth about it. I'm not too familiar with the American education system, but as an Australian teacher, I know there are discussions had about LGBT communities and about different families and of course all different types of peoples and different backgrounds. So it's incredibly important to do it properly, and I think that is exactly what Nick was coming from. The outrage and the discussion that happened on Twitter is just once again proving that there are so many stupid people on the internet. It's so frustrating, this cancel culture, and as a result, Nick had his bundles removed, and promptly after, Timthetatman voiced his opinion on the matter and said that he knows Nick, he knows he wasn't being anti-gay, he wasn't being derogatory or putting down a specific group, and as a result, removed my bundle as well. And I think this is just an absolute shitstorm for Activision, because clearly they wanted to get some public press, some really positive press, but they've gone in the complete opposite direction in my opinion. They've really made a mess of this situation. It's now going to mean there's going to be no more creator skins, no more creator bundles in any way, because they're just not going to risk this outcry and this outreach anymore. And I think that is a huge downward spiral for the game, just because you see Fortnite, how good the creator skins are, and it's just absolutely unneeded. This result, this getting involved in the situation, it just didn't need to happen, especially when Nick was really, I feel like, not saying anything in particular to be controversial. I feel like he's coming from a perspective of a parent making the right decision on behalf of his child and taking that stance and making sure that everything's done properly, which I think rationally most parents will not want that to happen. In regards of Call of Duty at the moment, the game is just in such an interesting state. I really feel like if the season tomorrow isn't where it needs to be, well, this might be the end of my enjoyment of the game. They have increased the TTK, which is really interesting, but they've done nothing to the movement. I feel like the movement in this game needs a drastic overhaul. Everything feels slow and clunky. The ADS speed is awful. The sprint to fire speed is awful. The weapons, they feel really good, but using them with the movement system, it just feels terrible. And now seeing some clips come out with this new map Vondel, which looks really cool. It looks really bright and vibrant. But if it plays terribly and it's even now slower because of the slower TTK, I just don't know what they're going to do. It's really frustrating that it's taken 8 months to get back to the point where Warzone 1 was. This time last year, we were playing a vastly superior experience to the game that we're playing right now. And I feel like we're definitely seeing that. The player base right now is just disappearing. It is really hard to get games in OCE lobbies. Ranked has not existed. The only time I was able to play ranked was the first few nights. Solo games only filled to about 80-90 people. You get Ashika lobbies only during the evenings of trios and squads. It's really hard to find duo games and solo games in any other time other than peak. So I just don't know what they're going to do. They've got to handle this perfectly, in my opinion. Otherwise, they have just screwed everything up. And that has been pretty consistent, unfortunately, of Warzone 2. I'm looking forward to seeing how the game turns out. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think, what's going on with Activision. What did you think of the Nick situation? Remember to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.
Only 5 remain.